Hi everyone, this is Minecraftmum. Welcome to Survival Skills. This is episode 24, and in this episode what we're going to do is head back to the village we discovered a few episodes ago and do a bit more trading, build some of the trades up to higher levels, particularly the armorer. And what we're also going to do is build a boat and head out exploring the world a bit more. So we're going to head out to the west where the village was, and as we go, the other thing we need to do is keep an eye out for pumpkins. So I'm going to be looking for these little pumpkins, which can be found in a range of biomes, and the reason to find those is I'd like to make an Iron Golem for our village. It just helps protect the villagers in case there's any nasties spawning in the village. And we've got the iron blocks with us to take with us, so it's just a case of getting that last ingredient. The other reason why it's important to get pumpkins is that pumpkins are important when you go to the end to fight the Ender Dragon. There's a lot of Endermen there, and it basically helps keep you safe from the Endermen, because quite often what they will do, we've got a bit of a laggy computer, so let's just let the world generate a bit more. And let's just check our direction, make sure we're heading west. Yep, we are heading west, because the village was due west from where we were. So let's just keep going along. Oop, there's a bit of a cave there. But I'm not going to worry about stopping to do some mining. We'll do that in another episode. What we want to do is get on with doing the trading, and then getting on with traveling the high seas. When we're out on the boat, we'll be able to do things like look for ocean monuments, and it's also a very quick way to explore the various biomes that are available. And it's very laggy, but again, sometimes when your computer does that, you can look underneath, and it's sometimes a good way to by accident find yourself a mine, which is another thing that it would be good to find at some stage soon. What I'd like to do ultimately is build a railway from my house to the village. Now where is that village gone? Village, where are you? Village. We are... Oh, there it is. I think my computer's just warming up and struggling to keep pace with, well, we're not going at a very fast walk, so it's not that we're speeding along and they can't generate the scenes fast enough. Hello, bunny rabbits. Hello. What we're also maybe going to do is build a gate. I'm not sure if the villagers can open and close. I think they can open and close doors, but I'm not sure they can fence gates, so I blocked this up like so. But we may change this door into something else. What I'll do though is pop that back there now, just to keep it safe. The other thing, this was our little sort of temporary home in the village. Hello villagers! And what we should do is, I'm going to make a chest, because there's some things that we're going to want to store here, such as the iron blocks, until we've got the pumpkin. So let's just pop that down there, place the iron blocks down, and let's head out and do some trading. So first of all, I'd love to find the armorer. We've unlocked a few more things last time because we traded with him, and that enabled us to, and we're just going to trade lots of coal with him. And the more we trade with him, the more he's likely to start wanting to trade other things. So let's see what else we can trade. We could get an iron chest plate with a bit more. We could also trade, we could get a helmet. Let's get a helmet. That might make him happy. And sometimes to unlock the next levels you have to wait overnight, so we'll leave him to happily feel good about what he's traded. Leather, let's do some trading with this leather worker, because we've got lots and lots of leather, and I don't think we want his higher level trades. Cartographer, again, This will be very helpful when we get to the stage of woodland mansions, because they're very hard to find unless you've got a map. And again, by trading lots and lots with the cartographer, you can ultimately get to a point that you get a map to find a mansion. But in the meantime, it's just a great way to build up your collection of emeralds. You can see them making lots and lots of noise as we trade with them, making lots of sounds. And in terms of trades, we'll see what happens tomorrow. So he's quite happy. And who's this fellow? We've got a butcher. Unfortunately, we don't have pork, but we do have chicken. So let's trade some things with the butcher. And we've got a lot of chickens because we've got a chicken farm to get the feathers for their arrows. But this is a side benefit, is getting some items from the butcher. And is there anybody in here to trade with today? No, there isn't. But this reminds me, actually, this area is a bit unsafe. I'm gonna just, I think baddies could easily get in this way if we don't create a bit of a gap around here. And I'm gonna put some torches up as well, because I think that'll just make things a bit safer. I meant to fix this because I think you could just have somebody potentially just walk over and in to the village this way. So let's just go like so and put a bit of a boundary up. I may or may not bother going back to collect that sand. So there we go. Whoop. And let's continue on our trading expedition and see who else we can find. I think they're all talking about this. Like, this person is doing all kinds of trade. Oh, we've already done that one. That one's all safe and sound. Who else would like to do some trading? Who are you? Oh, we've we could get rid of some more of the coal. And that isn't a great deal, 23. We were doing 18 coal for 1 emerald, but we might as well make the butcher happy. And we can get some cooked pork chops from him. Some cooked, we don't really need cooked food though, so let's leave him behind and see who else we can find. Weaponsmith, oh, that's a good deal for coal, so let's do some trading here. Oh, we're out of coal. Never mind. We've got a lot of, oh, another armor. What we should have done is maybe save the coal for trading with them. Cartographer, I don't know if this is the same one as we traded with earlier, probably a different one. We've got a really huge number of people here actually. So let's see what trades they've got. What you want to do though is probably focus. Oh, you've got stuck in the well, sir. Let's give you a little step to get out. And you are a librarian. We can get a little bit more paper to trade with. But I think at this stage what we may do, we've done some good trading already, is leave these items behind and head out and do some exploring. What we do want to take with us when we go is, I don't think we need those tools. We might need some sticks. We don't need that. We might leave some food behind. And we will definitely need some beds, so let's take that. And what we will make is a boat. So just like so, we'll create a boat. The other thing we may want to do, I'm just trying to remember how we make the gate, if it's this way. No, it's the other, we need more sticks, so let's, what I'm going to do is just make an easier entrance to our village. So let's get some more sticks, place those on either side, and that gives us an oak gate. So, oh, it's getting dark. I think at this point what we're going to do is have a quick sleep and wait till the morning before we head out for our adventure. So here we are, back out. One thing we might want to do at some point is put down a few more torches, but I think we've done a fairly good job last time. Oh, is this guy still stuck there? I don't know why you're not getting out. We'll just leave you be. So I'll place a few more. Oh, there we go. So let's take this out, put in a gate, and then we're going to head off for an adventure on the boat. So there we go. And we'll place that there and wish them all a fond farewell, and let's head over to the ocean. And as you can see, sometimes it's hard to tell if you've got an ocean or just a river, but as you get closer you can see the ocean goes for a really big distance, and this is going to be a great way to quickly explore the world. What we do need to do though is make it really easy to find our way back. So let's just place some torches so that if we come back we're not lost. And so to place the boat in the water, come down to water level, move your inventory slot along, and then right click to place the boat in, then right click again, and that gets you in the boat. To move it forward, press W, and then you can just steer by pressing D to turn right or A to go left. So we're going to head to the right and just follow the coast in our boat, again looking for pumpkins or basically anything interesting that we might want to stop and collect and explore. And the other thing I always look for when I'm heading out in the ocean is underwater temples, because you can usually see them, depends on how laggy you can see them best at night actually if you're in the water at night, because that way, oh, my computer is not very happy. It looks like I'm swimming along here with no water, but there we go. Let's keep going and just keep heading along following the coastline. And at this point I won't use the compass, I'm just going to those guys down below are squid. They I don't think they hurt you. They definitely don't hurt you if you have armor on. If you don't have armor, I don't know if there's a small chance they might hurt, but I generally just ignore them. They don't really cause you any troubles. This is very difficult to see at this stage, so let's just let the world generate a little bit, and we're just following the coastline out a little bit, like so. And let's just keep going and take a look at what we can see here. When it gets laggy like this, you can sometimes, as I said before, keep an eye open for mines and things. It enables you to see below the surface, which can be handy. Now we've got some nice music to accompany us on our boat trip. One thing when you're going by boat you'll find is you don't get hungry, and you're generally fairly safe when you're in the boat. So that's, you know, you can keep going overnight if you want, exploring the world. I often will stop and throw a bed down and sleep overnight, but you don't need to. I think actually sometimes it's easier to spot things when it's night time. So we're just again keep following along the coastline, keeping an eye out for interesting things, and keeping the shoreline on our right. And unfortunately, it looks like we may not have much to see. Again, looking around, I think we look like we're a bit lost here. I'm going to end this episode now. We'll continue rowing in our next episode, but this has been an episode again where you've learned a little bit more about trading and a little bit more about how to get a boat and explore the world. Many thanks for watching. If you have any comments or questions, leave them down below.